Good morning. Today we're going to be solving this simple fractional addition problem. So we have 1/3 plus 4/5. Now within a fraction we have the numerator and the denominator, and it's the same for this one, numerator and denominator. Now to complete an addition problem, when using fractions, we need to change the denominators into the same number. So that's a third and that's a fifth, so we need to make them equal. Now the reason for this is because we need to have the same amount of slices in our pie. Now, to give a visual representation of that, we have here 1/3 and 4/5. So as we can see, the slices of the pie are different, aren't they? Now we need to have even slices of the pie for both fractions so that we can add them together. As we can see, the thirds are bigger than the fifths. So that's why we need to change the denominators. So the way we do that is by finding the lowest common denominator. Now the lowest common denominator is a multiple that we times the denominator by that both go into evenly. So the way we can do that is by, if we look at a lookup chart here. So we have a third and 4/5. So we can, instead of doing trial and error, we can scroll through our lookup charts and we can find the lowest common denominator. So as we can see here, these are the three multiples. So we see, 45, I've seen that before. 5 goes into 45, doesn't it? Right here, 5 times 9 equals 45. But is that the lowest common denominator that we can find? It is a common denominator, but it's not the lowest. So let's keep searching. Scrolling down, 30. I know 5 goes into 30. 3 times 10, 5 times 6, 30. Can we go lower? Yes, we can. So, as we can see here, 3 times 5 is 15. 5 times 3 is 15. So as we can see here, there is no other numbers that 3 and 5 can both go into evenly. So 15 is our lowest common denominator. Now, the way we solve this is 3, we want 15 to be our denominator. So 3 times what equals 15? 5. So 3 times 5 equals 15. And now, we've got to remember that whatever we do to the bottom, we have to do the top because it is part of the same fraction. So, if we're timesing the bottom denominator by 5, we need to times the numerator by 5. So there we have 5 over 15. Next, how do we get 15 out of 5? We need to times it by 3. 5 times 3. Now, if we do it to the bottom, we have to do it to the top. So we've got to times the numerator by 3 as well. So we have 12 over 15. So now, as we can see, we have the same denominator. So we have the same pieces in our pie, which is great. That means we can add them together. So we have, we'll bring this down here. We have over 15, we have 5 plus 12. So our answer is 17/15. Thank you.